Good afternoon, Northwest staff. Here we are on a nice cold winter day and trying to get you a 4-day weekend on February 15th. So we're going to do the data dive virtually today. So you're going to start out by opening all the tabs in the Gmail that I sent you. So you're going to want to have your data dive Google Sheet open. You want the normative chart open so that that's available for you. You're going to have your NWEA tab open and ready to sign in. And of course, you already have the video going. If the video times out, which it probably will after 10 minutes, there'll be a part 2 listed there as well, and we'll go into that. All right, so we are going to start with the Google Sheet right here. And we're going to start by putting our students' names in. And when you do that, you have move 3 first. I've listed those 3 first because remember, we're taking particular focus on those students, because if we can move them from one percentile to the next, that's really going to help all students, because as we focus on them, we're also focusing on all of our students' needs. So please take time right now to take all your students' names and find your tab at the bottom. So this is a grade 3 reading. So if you want to do grade 4 math, find your tab at the bottom, fill in your students' names, pause the video right now to do that, and then we'll come back and we'll do the data dive. All right, hopefully you have all your students' names in there now, or you're just moving on because you know what you're doing already. So we're going to start with a student, and we'll do it together so that we can walk through the steps. So I'm just going to take, I know she's not a Move 3 student, but we're going to take Narita in grade 4, and we're going to walk through the steps of this data dive for her. So as you put the name in, what you're going to do next is you're going to go to the map sign in. We're going to log in. That. And then we're going to go to this report, the student profile. There's 2 ways to get to that report. You can just click on this box right here and it'll start the process. Or if you find yourself on a screen that just lists a bunch of tests or reports and not this one, you can go to this map growth reports. Click on that. And the student profile is down here under the next generation reports. So click on that. And then we get this student profile, all these choices to make. We're going to pick winter for our term, winter 2018-19. Click on that. Then, of course, our school. Narita's in 4th grade, so we're going to pick her teacher, her grade, and then we're going to come to her name. All right, so make sure you have the term right, winter 2018-19, and then view student profile. So we're going to pull up her data. We're going to look at her math first. So we have her RIT score of 211. We can get her, not her achievement, but her growth at mean here. Or I'm sorry, not her growth, but her achievement. So we want, she's in the 59th percentile. You're going to use the achievement. Growth means, did she grow faster or slower than other students? So we want to use the achievement, 59th percentile. So then we're going to go into our, I forgot the RIT score already, but we know she's at the 59th percentile. Her score, I'm going to flip back and forth here so that we can see everything. 211 is her score, so I'm going to put that in. And then we're going to find out, did she make her RIT goal or not? Now, as a teacher, you should have this written somewhere. If it's at school, you could wait to do this if you want, if you don't know if they made the goal. I believe Narita's goal was 224, so I'm going to put a no in there. If that's wrong, I know it'll get corrected later. Move percentile up or down. So we're going to go back to that profile and we're going to go scroll down the screen. And you can see that her percentile, if I hover over this, so if I hover over, it should give me a percentile. Maybe I have to click on it. So if I click on that, her percentile was 58. And now she's at the 59th. So did she go up in percentile? Yes. But did she go up in her range? No. So what we're going to look at are these colors. Did she move from either red to orange or orange to yellow or yellow to green? She's almost in the green, but not quite. So we're going to put no, she didn't move up or down. So we'll go here and we will put, we'll just put no here because she didn't move percentiles. If she had moved up, I would put up. And if she had moved down, I'd put down there. All right, so now we're going to dive a little bit further into what she needs to grow further. So we're going to go back to the student profile report. And it is showing that her weakest area and suggested area of focus is measurement and data. So I click on that, and this gives us all kinds of ideas. She needs to learn more about capacity. She needs to learn about length. She needs to learn about money. She needs to be able to convert units. So there's a lot here to go with. So it's showing what she's ready to do. So we can start writing down some of these top skills. What do you think are some of the top skills that she could learn? Probably area. It seems like this test has a lot on area. And also conversion of units would be a good one for her. So I would just make note of that. I would do measurement. So I'd type that in here. Measurement, area, and unit conversion. Other notes. So this may be anything that you have as far as if there's an IEP in progress, or maybe does well on unit assessments. So maybe you're not as concerned about learning problems. She just has some gaps in knowledge that we need to fill. All right, we're going to skip the next columns until we're done with all our students. So what you would do now is you would take the time to go through all your students and go through this process. All right. Now, one thing that I would say, there's a couple students who are going to be anomalies. I've heard about them already. So going into, I want to go into this one student, Itian. We're going to look at her growth. So Itian came to us with some gaps, and she's very quickly closing those gaps. She did test in she tested in the fall. How do I get back to this? I never know how to get back to that other part. No, that's what I want. And I want that other report. So let me just go back to here. There's a way to flip back and forth, but if I find it, I'll put it in the next video. All right, so there we go. So we can see that she tested in reading at 202 and then jumped up to 221. So she maybe wasn't comfortable with the test that first time or something like that. That means we're probably going to want to adjust her RIT goal for the spring, because we based her goal on the 202, and we probably just want to add a couple more points to this 221. How do you know where to adjust that? That's where you can come into the chart over here, and we can say, okay, reading for grade 4, midterm, she's right where she needs to be, 203. So we're going to adjust her goal to, let's say, 206 in reading for the spring, because we can see right there, that'll keep her right where she's supposed to be at grade level. So I would give her a new reading goal for the spring. So you